Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Horde of the Abyss. It's the Forged in Fire campaign. And it's been good to be playing this campaign again because, well, it's been a little while. Part of that is because I've just moved house. Which is, for anyone who's done that, you know how much work it is. But I'm all set up in the new place. Internet's also arrived, that also took a little while. That wasn't there originally, so had to get that sorted. But we're now back in action, which is a good place to be. So we're just going to clear some of these golems. I honestly don't remember if we'd done this previously, but it needs to be done, so we're just going to clear them. Like so. Excellent. Next we're going to go deal with these sandworms that are guarding this abandoned mine. It's infested with them. But it's going to be an easy fight. Don't you worry. Excellent. And the Sentinel Automata can easily pounce upon and end these enemies. So since last recording, there's also been some news in the Heroes 3 scene. Actually, we're going to have Insight here pick these up. Yeah, these are just friendlies, so we'll have her pick them up and head over this way. And specifically that the... Let's go fight the Sea Witches now. There was a nice interview of the HotA team. You can read that on the Heroes 3 community forums. It was quite an extensive interview. There was like a good 30 questions asked, so you'll be there for like half an hour if you read it all, but it certainly was quite informative, revealing some of the behind the scenes. How like almost every town structure is in some way or form inspired directly either from New World Computing concept or other entries in the series. Not too much was given away as far as new content is concerned. However, they did say that they are looking into additional campaigns in the future. So we may end up having some of these characters' stories develop further, which will be interesting. Like this Boyd character is a one-and-done character. He doesn't continue in the campaign, but I find him interesting. He's got a cool vibe to him, so maybe he comes back. We shall see. Let's check out this Seer's hut. But we're clearing this area nicely, which is always good. Not too much for Todd to do, but I guess he can check out the Warehouse of Mercury. Why not? I've honestly forgotten what was in here. Oh, it's the Horde of Bone Dragons. We can at least clear them. Clear the quest guard while we're here, but yeah, that's a thing. There's a skull helmet here we might need. Isn't there a thing here which needs the skull helmet? Yeah. Kendrick the Seer over here. There's also these, which we might be able to open up at this point. Certainly plenty to explore and do. And we'll get to the salient point of our upcoming strategy quite soon, don't you worry. Tancred, of course. He'll also pick these up while he's here. Keep going. So specifically with these two heroes, we are concerned about Solendore. And truth be told, I did try to sneak a recording in of HotA before I left for the new property. And simple answer is this guy is hard. And even with the army I've been able to retain since last video, I honestly don't think we can beat him. And I have tried a few times, but it just hasn't worked. So I think the new strategy is going to be discretion is the better part of valor. We are going to bravely run away. And that's okay. We're allowed to run away. It's not going to be a problem. So instead of going here, we're just going to like head this direction. Actually, I don't think I want to do it this turn, because I think if I do it this turn, he may actually come and get me. Oh no, I think I'm out of range here. So we grab this, and then just run here. And Boyd is going to... Oh. You're getting the exact way to go about all this, but I think we open up the White Border Guard, and then, let's remain, like, here. Because we want to be able to sneak past. It would have been an interesting thought bubble, it's late now, to go and upgrade, get the hill fort. So we could be using Orgoi Korkois instead of sandworms, which are considerably stronger. But, you know, what's done is done. I think Todd can just go back to his place. Might as well. I think this will be a decent enough position for Boyd. Please help the poor children of the area. If you could bring 50 mercury, 50 sulfur, 50 crystal, and 50 gems, we could pay to have homes built for them. I would be at your service. Interesting. Certainly no lack of people wanting our money. That much is clear. Well, while Tancred's moving over there, he can just sort of like ferry these units up to the... up to here, right? These are technically slowing him down. We'll leave him in there for now. We just need to get him over here. Speaking of people who need to be in certain places, Tancred actually has the Torso of Legion on him, which we should take off of him. So, next turn we'll get those organised. For now, we'll just upgrade these Automata, the Mechanics, and the Gunslingers, of course, cannot be upgraded because we do not have an upgraded Watchtower. But that is all progress there. Frederick, what shall you do? I would like to get this Black Border Guard open at some point in the near future. But for now... what to do? This guy wants sulfur, gems, and gold. More people who want gems. Gems are difficult, people. Like, we're really relying on our windmills to come in clutch for those. I suppose there's the Warehouse of Crystal here as well, which we could do if we get bored. Could do the Throng of Swordsmen just to clear them. Maybe the Swarm of Acids. That's a bit of tricky stuff. But we do need to clear up these areas too, so it could be something to do just to give us some nice freedom of movement. At the very least, let's head in this direction. Always liked heading in this direction. Let's end turn and see if we get caught. We do! Okay, I messed up my pathing. We shall come back in a moment with all the other moves repeated and Henrietta placed in a better position. Yay! We're going to be hiding out here in Coldreign. And this way Solendore can be distracted by these Corsairs and Cyclopes. Good plan. Yeah! So, thanks to the magic of television, we prevailed through that turn. It's time to continue to prevail in many magnificent ways. First off, we're going to trade. So, we can equip some items here onto our good friend Boyd. We're also going to try and unify the unit composition slightly, because I think he's currently got the stables bonus, whereas Henrietta does not. So, if we do something like this, Henrietta can then move at full speed over the wasteland terrain, a benefit which Solendore here does not have. So let's continue to advance. We'll take the Sandworm Dwelling and then press on. And Boyd shall also... yeah, he's moving much faster. No, he's just moving faster. I guess he does have expert logistics. Yeah. I suppose he started his turn with only wyverns on him or something. Either way, let's press on. We don't need to make it complicated. We'll go capture these next turn, and we'll press on. Meanwhile, the other characters will just mosey on over. They've just got typical sort of maintenance tasks to do. We'll get Todd up to here. He can stay there, as can you. Frederick, might as well move over to the east side here. You can go back in town because you've got that Torso of Legion in this continuity, which will be excellent. When Frederick comes back, we can reinforce him with some additional units. For now, it's not really necessary. Let's head over here with Tancred. And we'll end turn. Solendore, again, distracted by the various creeps. This is excellent. We have escaped his wrath. This pleases me in many ways. Let's have Henrietta pick up some additional sandworms. We'll have her revisit the rally flag. Now let's hand in those wyverns, shall we? We'll get Boyd to transfer over 4 of them. Like so. Well, if I used the right character, that would have been okay. There we go, we can get a nice pack of sandworms added to our ranks here. This will give us some of the strength we need to press on into these southern areas, which we do need to do. Okay. Frederick, meanwhile, might as well just clear this area out while he's got nothing better to do. We don't need to engage these because it's not like we've got necromancy and we're at max XP, so... No. Red dragons, eh? What about if we give you a nice automaton to chew on? Would that please you? It will. Excellent. I have a plan. We shall now fix the automaton, rather. My bad. And now, we shall kill you. Behold, death! And we gain the Ring of Life. A useful artifact. We shall equip it. Now let's go after this horde of the Magi here. They also flee. We shall allow them to do so. Oh, actually, never mind. I pressed the wrong button. So we get to watch this unnecessary show of force. Generations will remember this gratuitous violence that we didn't need to do. But you know what? We did it. And that's the power of gun. Defeating the power of magic. Look at that. We'll even just send in the automaton. Just do a little clap claw. Poke. Oh yes. Weren't ready for that. There we go. Bit of gratuitous violence done. We can now access the Warehouse of Crystal. I could also start looking at these things. Although from memory we already know that this is the Glyph of Gallantry and Crest of Valor and the other morale artifacts. What about here? Seeing Tancred, the gunslingers approach you, preparing to declare their conditions. Excellent. What about here? Gunslingers and bounty hunters are willing to join your army for 20,000 gold and 20 gems. More people after our, apocalyptically bad level of gems. We should get this gem pond, really. Like, we need the gems. So, rough stuff. Tancred doesn't have anything to do for the time being. I guess he can head back here, or possibly even sit on the gunslinger dwelling. Not much better for him to do. Okay, I think that just about does it. Let's end turn. Yeah, I'm okay with this guy messing around over there, because, like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna hire some whites. Oh, man. Meanwhile, I am moving towards the objectives with alacrity. We're going to be doing just that. Let's grab up the sandworms. Excellent. We'll also take the opportunity to give Boyd the hat temporarily, because that way he can hang out the magic well, drink using his skeletal mouth, and have some additional spell points. I guess for now we can just have this on us. Actually, that reminds me, Henrietta should also pass over the morale boosting artifact we've got. Oh, we don't actually have one. Oh no, we do here. The luck and morale artifact. Because this will then mean that the wyverns will fight at full morale. A pleasant outcome, in my opinion. Okay. Okay, we got some firepower here. Well, that was a dud thing from memory. Let's have Henrietta step and might as well just collect the Warehouse of Crystal. I'm not too excited about this garrison. Maybe there's other things we can do. Like, what's in this quest gate? Only Boyd can pass. Ah, at last it is Boyd. What about this other quest guard? Each year during our Festival of Life, we need some one ghost dragon. Bring some or don't bother coming back. It is the only way you will pass. Excellent. You may pass if you give us the one ghost dragon. Will you make the exchange now? Yes. Now we have some sea witches here, which could be potentially life-threatening. We shall defeat them using the power of gun. Except I didn't prepare slow. Death Ripple then. We could do Death Ripple. It would mean wyverns have a bad day though. I mean, it would do 60 points of damage, which would kill one of them, basically. I think I'm actually okay with this. The disrupting rays are annoying. I should have moved these ones forward though. I don't mind them killing off one stacks, for example. Well, I didn't mean it like that. Let's cast Animate Dead, shall we? Look at that. They weren't ready for that. Oh, just 1 point shy. But we can move this skeletal warrior in the way. And then we'll animate the main skeletons. There we are. Now we're not bleeding off as much units. There we go. 12 skeletons raised from the dead, joining my service, and we have access to this juicy Black Keymaster's tent. That's going to unlock, well, quite literally many doors for us. Let's have Henrietta and Boyd then explore to the south and see what we can find, because after all, this is now Purple's territory. We may yet have to come back and conquer it, of course, but, you know, it is dealing with one problem at a time. Gathering the crystals, the ore. Let's of course have all these guys do their job. Gathering the various units. These guys didn't want to run, but they still perished. Well done. You are guarding an insignificant quantity of wood. Oh yes. Feel the insignificance. I'll deal with the swordsman next. Maybe I want to deal with these bone dragons. My only concern is just, do we even outspeed them? Maybe. Alright. Let's end turn. Yeah, he's just milling about, not a care in the world. I think the answer is I need to go here first. And then the next turn, head over to the Prospector. Alright, let's take out this throng of swordsmen. We'll combine these. Making progress. It's a good thing. There go the swordsmen. Opening up a whole new world for us. I think it's time to also crack open the trading post. In a way in which we don't lose everything. So far so good. The engineers can go in there and burn these horses. Yeah. A nice straight up fight. Easy clap. There's one gem. We do need those gems. It also gives Todd something to do. He could just sit on this trading post. It would be nice to gain access to this magic well now I think about it. But yeah, clearing all this out will be good times. Might even go for the Throng of Thunderbirds at some point. Yeah, it'd be nice to open up these quest guards, these border guards, get to the cannon yard perhaps. Lots of possibilities. Let's hand over the new units. Then continue on our merry way. So let's go back to the adventure proper, shall we? Here we've got Boyd collecting the Black Keymaster's tent. What's over here? A water wheel. Could be useful. Henrietta can get some additional defense skill. Always handy. Meanwhile, Bertram could sort of just pick up some of these scattered loose resources. They're not doing anything anyway. Todd can, of course, grab the sulfur. Grab the mercury. Go back to his initial place. Suppose he can grab this too. These reinforcements are all collected. Do still love the theme of this town. The money is starting to swell, which is excellent. Alright, Tancred's done a good job. He can go back to the warehouse of wood, collect some wood there. Time to restore some spell points. I'm going to attack these acids and see how that goes. Poorly. But how is it once I initiate a slow? That's what I want to know. It might be a little bit too much to handle. The morale is not good. Certainly a lot of damage on the automatons there. Alright. Grenade! It might be a bit too much, frankly. We'll try a bless. As far as these guys go, they're going to run bravely away up here. Gets us through one more turn. Time to repair the automata. Repair. 70 restored. Is there any additional damage we can do? I do not know. Actually, I think we got it. The question is, did we actually bring back all the automata? West, yes we did. 371 of those. But Frederick deals with it no problem, gets 10 gems. Suddenly Tancred looks like he might have a job to do after all. Over to the trading post you go, Todd. Oh yes. Yes indeed. The spell points are doing Frederick all kinds of good. Might even take on some Storm Thunderbirds now. Let's do that. Oh, they actually get the first move though. That's not so good. Let's slow. Thank you. Good old first aid tent fixing mechanical units. Oh yes. Totally balanced. Time for the heroic blessing. We do like a good blessing. I might make the gunslingers run for it. We shall see. "26 they can kill in a single hit. Time for you to step back, my dear. So I think they should tank it? No, one perishes. Guess we can handle the loss of one. Bit unfortunate. But it is done. We now have the head of Legion. Could be useful for some additional gunslingers to make up for the one we lost, eh? Would like someone to recover that item. Todd could perhaps be the one to do it. Frederick could deliver it through the river section here. Like so. We can have Ewan ride out to meet them. With some additional reinforcements too. Why not? There's also the whole let's get the gunslingers malark too. So we want to get that done. So I guess Windswithe here can visit the trading post, then Todd can collect these units. And then we all sort of meet in the middle. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I mean the Eastern Front, let's visit this warehouse of sulfur. Oh yes, our black border guard that we can now open. Useful. Also got a quest card here with a horde of black dragons. There is a pirate fortress in the Eastern Lands. We must capture it before we can continue exploring these lands. Defeat Malahi. Or something, I guess. Interesting. Already our next opponents are revealing themselves. I do have a feeling that this guy here is actually the last of the wandering pirates, and everyone else is just static defenders. Interesting. It does mean we might be in a position where we can actually start scaling. We just have to ignore the one guy just floating around in the background being a nuisance, but let's avoid examine this area. Well, there's the Cyan 2A portal. We might finally be able to make some progress here in connecting these two pieces of territory. There's just a throng of Master Genies guarding them. That could be difficult. But there's also a white border guard and a cyan one-way portal, which could lead... where? Wasn't there a cyan one-way exit somewhere? Let me see. There's a cyan one-way exit here. Don't know yet, but there's certainly an entrance here. There's an entrance here, which means it's one way for heroes to finally connect. Because certainly the left side is doing quite well. We've got a nice, strong Frederick with a large number of gunslingers and other units. So he can certainly carry some fights on the eastern side for us. So I think that, you know, we should go over here with him. You know, like these enchanters become a joke with him. So, an interesting thought bubble, an interesting stratagem. Let's clear this. There's gems as well. What's Henrietta? What can Henrietta find in this direction? Well, nothing. But I guess we'll find out. I think that's a good time to call it, though. Thank you all for watching. Oh, let's not leave it quite in a cliffhanger. Do any enemies pop out of the shroud and kill us? The answer is no. Well, that's excellent. Thank you all for watching. When we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3.